Hello, chats. Hello and welcome to Chatting with Doug, everyone's favorite part of Wednesday night. We're glad you're here. Doug's happy you're here, even though he's no longer saying anything and just nodding because he knows Wilkins will hurt him. No.
It's a kind of Q&A. It's only yes and no answers. Just that the whole way.
That would be a crazy choice, even for a April Fool's joke. That would be insane.
No, because people, the internet, I know we always make fun of the internet. Oh, it's crazy people, but they would be very smart about when it comes to trolling. That's where they all become like geniuses. Everyone becomes like a rocket scientist. Scientists are gonna be like, aha, we're gonna make him say this while he's shaking his head or up and down, whatever, all that stuff. Yeah, they do it. They find a way. They're pretty smart when it comes to stuff like that.
JY Studios, you're right. I should have introduced us with a "Have we got a stream for you?" Q&A with Doug, Q&A with Doug, Q&A with Doug. It's the VeggieTales theme.
Look at the asparagus. No, that's not. I don't know what that is.
If you want to scream with the critic. Anyway, welcome everyone. I see that we have a hype train going on over on Twitch, and we got the questions happening over here on YouTube. We're going to go over the rules so that we can get to these questions that you all want answered by the one, the only, the bald Doug Walker. First and foremost, here we give priority to. Oh my God, that was a really scary face, Doug.
That's my Michael Keaton. Or hold on. This is my Michael Keaton.
Amazing.
That's all I can do.
Yeah, great, fantastic. First and foremost, here we give priority to the bit messages and super chats, since that is some real world money spent. Towards the end of stream, sometimes we have time for highlighted questions over on Twitch or regular chat questions over on YouTube. But please save those for towards the end of stream, because you should not and cannot repeat yourself over and over again. You can get timed out or even banned if you're going to continuously do that. Over on the YouTube side of things, we prioritize super chats that are $5 and over. We have a large volume of questions, so this is a way for us to prioritize and still get to those non-paid questions, because we are trying to get to that, I promise. Also, please watch the length of your questions. The longer it is, the faster I have to read it, the more likely it is that we are going to lose the point. We don't have time to go back and try to figure out what you were trying to say, so short and sweet is best. Also, along those same lines, if you absolutely must break up your message into multiple parts, keep it to 3 absolute max. That's kind of the sweet spot that we found, where we don't get lost and we don't have to try to go back and figure out what's going on here and how part 12 related to part 2 and all that jazz. So 3 absolute max, please. Also, please keep it to 1 question per bit message or super chat. We have over 100 viewers in our shared combined chats here, and it's not fair if you get to ask 5 in one, and some people haven't even had a chance to ask a single one yet. So just keep it to 1 question per bit message or super chat. That's also an easy way for one of those questions to not get answered, and we don't have time to go back and answer the ones that we missed, okay? No spoilers. Things are still coming out, and we still don't have time to catch up, okay? I haven't seen Toy Story 5. I haven't seen Supergirl. It's just...
Well, Supergirl's not even out yet. I think that's coming out.
Oh, it's this weekend?
In an hour?
Oh, okay.
Something like that.
I heard people say...
Oh, no. Tomorrow. I'm sorry.
Great. I know people were seeing it this weekend, so I don't know. Yeah. Whatever. Point is, we haven't seen everything, all right? No spoilers. Don't be that person who spoils. No swearing to Doug. Right. I feel like I've missed something.
No, I think we got him.
Did we?
Keep it to 1 question.
Yeah.
I think we got that. Yeah.
Oh, I've been seeing this more happen lately again too. Please keep in mind we have a list of all the questions of bit messages and super chats. You don't need to repeat your bit message or super chat. Just have some patience. You won't get in trouble if you do, but I just feel bad if you've wasted an extra $5 when we will get to it. Just have some patience. Sometimes we can get up to an hour behind. All right. So just keep that in mind. It's very rare we actually do miss a bit message or a super chat. But let us know if we have. But after an hour. You know? All right, cool. Now let's
Think we
get to
good?
it. Wayflow, thank you so much for that 82-month subscription over on Twitch.
Thank you.
Welcome back. Appreciate it. They just said nice. So thank you. Wayflow for all that you do. JL, thank you for the 500 bits. Have you ever heard of a wrestler named Danhausen who cures people if they're not nice to him? Oh, curses. Curses.
Now, I like cures. I will cure you of your meanness to me by killing you. Yeah, I have not.
The Wizard of What, thank you for the $10 super chat. I wasn't able to attend stream last week, but holy crapolini on a stick, you reviewed a movie I suggested! I know I sound childish, but I just had to geek out. Sleeping Beauty, if it wasn't obvious.
Oh, okay. Because I did VeggieTales, that's why I was also like, well, it could be that one. No, Sleeping Beauty I wanted to do for a while, so you made a good recommendation.
Dave, thank you for the $10 super chat. A lot of Christians, I am one, could stand to listen to the caterpillar's final speech in Jonah. Has it ever occurred to you that maybe God loves everyone, not just you?
Yeah, some things I think are obvious, but maybe does it, people can get so lost in their own heads and, what they say, not see the forest through the trees, kind of thing. So I guess that can happen to anyone. I'm sure it's happened to me too. So yeah, as much as I want to make jokes about it, I guess it can happen to anyone.
Alexander L. Wood, thank you for the $5 super chat. What are your thoughts on John Ford's The Grapes of Wrath starring Henry Fonda?
Good. I get the feeling. I don't want to say I'd had to be there at that time, to really appreciate that movie. I feel like everybody has kind of that Depression era movie they like a little bit more. For me, I think I'm pretty sure Of Mice and Men is a Depression era film. Sure feels like one, if not, but that's a little bit more, kind of my speed. It's a good movie. It's a very good movie. And I see why it's praised and people, talk about it and everything, but it's not one I put on again after I saw it. Even I saw it, I'm like, okay, like I get it. I get why that's a great movie, and I haven't watched it since. Maybe I should again. Maybe if I watch it again, I'll see more stuff to it because it was a long time since I saw it.
Crunchlong, thank you for the $5 super chat. I heard next year will officially be the last time you add a Disney December theme. Can we get a clue as to what it might be?
Man, I don't know what clue doesn't just give it away. I mean, this will probably give it away, but I have to travel for it.
Deb the Wiser, thank you for the 500 bits. I remember you saying Thor is one of your top Marvel characters in the movie. I'd love to know what makes him stand out to you personally.
I like he really, when he's done right, he really feels like he's from a different it doesn't feel right to say a different time, just a different world. It's like a different world at a different time simultaneously almost. But it's not surprising when he does more of the modern jokes. Like they usually work them in for the most part pretty well. Especially when you see how he adapts to our world. I love in the first one, even though the first one's got a lot of issues, the way, yes, he's the fish out of water, but he kind of wants to learn, even though he starts off very bratty. I like that too. He's a superhero that starts off very bratty, but he's not annoying. He's still pretty charming. I just love when he smashes the coffee cup on the ground and they say, we don't do that. I go, why? It's like, because they don't have enough cups. It's just not something we do. And he just goes, all right. And I love that. I love he doesn't have to do that, but why wouldn't you blah, blah, blah? He doesn't act like a dummy the whole time. And I think that when he's done poorly, that's what they do. They focus too much on him being a dummy, but I think he can be very charming, very cool. He's got just some of the most epic stuff with the lightning and the hammer and the axe and all that. I don't know. He's just a cool character.
Zinner Noah, thank you for the $5 super chat. I enjoyed the VeggieTales review today, which reminds me, how far are you into The Chosen, and are you still liking it? Season 6 premieres this November.
Where we got up to? We got to the marketplace scene, and we didn't pick it back up after that. I'm assuming it's about halfway through the season, though I could be wrong. And yeah, we're liking it. though that scene was a little funny. There's something about the way he used the with the flog, whatever it's called, like Indiana Jones, where he whips it around the table leg and pulls it out. I think he even does that to a person too. He like whips it around a person and throws. Maybe not. I can't remember, but I do remember chuckling a little bit at that. But no, we're still liking it. Like I said, just kind of got as Heather was saying, there's just too many other things to watch. I'm like not even I'm barely a fraction through Spider Noir. That's the one I really want to get through. But we're getting through Bob's Burgers now. That's good. We finished the studio. We finished Widow's Peak. So we're getting through a couple things, but yeah, that's one we haven't returned back to, sadly.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. What do you think of Supergirl? Was the second outing of the DCU good?
No.
Oh no.
I'm sorry. It's not awful. I definitely can't say it's awful. And if you're just looking for the most bare bones, I just want to see a superhero punch some stuff while taking a shot or whatever. Like it's got all that. Everything else, even when it's good, that's kind of it. It's just good. And when it's not, it's really kind of like confused and lost and doesn't always look that great. I don't know. I can see some people liking it fine, but you know what it is? I can see someone leaving and be like, that was all right, and then never watching it again. It's an okay streaming movie. That's kind of the best lean I can give it, I think. The acting's good, though. I like the actors in it.
Alexander L. Wood, thank you for the $10 super chat. Have you finished the newest season of Bob's Burgers yet? And if so, what did you think of the episode where Linda confronts her road rage? Always great to see Nat the limo driver.
I haven't gotten that far yet. We're three. Well, give them there if I say 3 episodes in because they took a break in the season. They came back. We just finished the one where they're trying to get the trophy. We finished that one. So wherever that is, that means there's like I don't know 4 episodes left, something like that. So I haven't gotten there yet, but yeah, still liking it.
Levi Bennett, thank you for the $5 super chat. You mentioned Monty Python in your review. They were actually a huge influence on the creator's senses of humor for VeggieTales.
Oh, well, there you go. Particularly Life of Brian, I bet.
Dev the Wiser, thank you for the 500 bits. Thor had so many cool looks in the MCU. Which suit do you think is your favorite?
Let me see. I kind of like the one from Ragnarok, but maybe just the original, the big red cape, the silly helmet. I don't know. It just looks so of that world. Out of all the Thor movies, that's still, well, again, Ragnarok looked pretty good. I was gonna say the first one's still the best looking, but Ragnarok got pretty out there and had a lot of fun with its visuals. So it's a toss up between those two.
Cinefun Studios, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hey Doug, did you see Nate Hamilton's reaction to The Last Airbender's budget in their reaction video? It's hilarious. Big NC and Renegades fan here.
Oh, cool. Thank you so much. No, I think I missed that. I'll have to check that out though, because that's funny.
Alexander L. Wood, thank you for the $10 super chat. Have you seen any of the Roger Corman / Vincent Price movies that are based on Edgar Allan Poe stories? House of Usher and The Mask of the Red Death are both very good.
Yeah, I think I saw Pit in the Pendulum. Let me see. Pit in the Pendulum movie. Let me see. That's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, I saw that one, which I liked. I think I saw The Raven years ago. I don't have a ton of movie memory of it. I've seen 1 or 2, but I'm blanking on what they are. They're not. I mean, they are what they are, right? They're very stylized. They're also very campy. That's part of the fun. And they do blend together a little bit for me, but maybe that's just because I haven't seen them all yet. But The Pit and the Pendulum is the one where I remember that left the biggest impact for me because they really do show just that thing going back and forth, and you're really waiting for it to go lower and lower, and it just cuts to all their reactions and everything. It's just like, ugh. So I thought that was a good suspenseful scene.
Dev the Wiser, thank you for the 500 bits. What are some of your favorite heist movies?
I do like Ocean's 11. Does Out of Sight count? Yeah, actually, for whatever reason, anyone's with George Clooney, I guess. Let me see. Italian Job's not bad. Oh, the score is pretty good. I know there's other good ones. Does Van Ryan's Express count? Yeah, there's a couple where I'm like, what kind of counts as a heist? I mean, it's stealing a train. I don't know if that's quite the same, but I know there's other ones out there, but those are some of the ones coming to mind.
Crunch Along, thank you for the $5 super chat. Which Stephen King movie will you be doing this year? Long Walk, Running Man, something else? Or are you skipping again?
Uh, I'll do something this year. I think I'm gonna do. I don't think I'm gonna do one of those two, but I got an idea what I want to do. It kind of depends on what's like what mood I'm in, what's kind of calling me at that moment. But I think I got a good idea what I want to do.
Jace, thank you for the $10 super chat. To clarify, Kane playing piano contrasts AM Plight from I Have No Mouth radio adaptation, not the game. YouTube Have No Mouth AM speech animation 3D sadistic monologue pairs with disturbing images. Great.
I think I know what they're saying. I think they're talking about in Amazing Digital Circus how Kane. Oh, when the whole thing about the piano is brought up, that's a reference to "I have no mouth, but I must scream," which I saw a playthrough long, long ago. I remember parts of that. I don't remember the whole thing. I should probably watch it again because, again, a lot of people were saying, like, no, it's referencing this. I'm sure you're right. It's just been a long time since I've seen it. So, yeah, I should probably go back and watch it again because I do remember it being really good.
JL, thank you for the 500 bits. I think Nintendo just brought the rewind feature to the N64 emulator finally, so you can rewind the game if you have issues, which has not arrived yet, though they teased it in a new commercial on YouTube.
Okay, man, that'd be whatever day I try playing Mario 64, that'd be good for that. Because I've always said, like, one of these days, just for like an April Fool's joke or something like that, I'll play Mario 64 because I can't stand Mario 64, and it's like this world-renowned game. Everybody loves it, but me. Yeah, one of these days I might do that. But then again, that would just take out all the fun, wouldn't it? If I could rewind it and go back, yeah, you got to see me, get angry and furious at it. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
GottoCat, thank you for the 500 bits. Hey Doug, I have a suggestion for your next commercials video. The Bud Ice Penguin ads. I don't know if you remember them, but they were a part of a short-lived Anheuser-Busch ad campaign that blended horror with comedy with a penguin stalking people for their Bud Ice. The ads were amazing and the campaign was successful, but it didn't last long due to a copyright infringement lawsuit from a clothing company.
I remember those. Hold on. Penguins. Beer commercials. I definitely remember them, but I didn't remember what the actual. I remember it was beer, but I didn't remember what. Yes, that's Bud Ice. Okay, I always thought. So it was a Budweiser thing. I didn't know that. That's so funny. I always thought it was like. Yeah, I thought it was like Bush or something like that. I thought it was like a different beer altogether. I didn't know it was Budweiser. So, yeah, I remember those commercials being cute. I'll look them up. Maybe there's something I can do with that. I already said I should probably actually do the Budweiser frogs. It's kind of weird I've gone this long and haven't.
Robo Gobo fan, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hey Doug, I love the thumbnail for your Jonah VeggieTales movie review. Just seeing you smiling with a fork and ranch dressing really made me smile.
What's so funny is that we do two thumbnails. I do one and Rob does one. And when you're like, I love the thumbnail, it's so funny. It's like, it's got to be Rob's. Rob went much more for a joke. The one I did, I just didn't have much time. So it's me going, huh? Just against the VeggieTales there. But yeah, when I saw his, I thought that was pretty funny.
Sean, thank you for the $5 super chat. Did you know that Mel Brooks turns 100 on Sunday? Happy early centennial birthday.
Yeah, man, brother. And he's still like making jokes and everything. Like even that little thing when he was talking about the title of the new Spaceballs movie. I think like a lot of people, I was really upset it wasn't called The Search for More Money. But like the joke they made with that was pretty great. He was just like, we said we called The Search for More Money, but it found the money. It was under the couch the whole time. So we don't need to call it that anymore. Just only he could pull that off. So yeah, no, I think that's really, really cool.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. Fun fact about Up. One of the original ideas to defeat Muntz was that Carl was gonna lure him into the labyrinth that Kevin lives in, and he would be left to wander in the labyrinth lost forever. One of the people who worked on the film described it as something out of a Stanley Kubrick film.
Yeah, I would have liked that actually. I mean, the way they killed him off was fine too, but yeah, it is a little surprising that for a Disney Pixar film, they have a character that doesn't really need to die. Just having him lost there, and then you could come to the conclusion if he either eventually got out or he stayed there forever. Uh, you know, it would have been fine. In a lot of family films, they usually try to leave that wiggle room. Oh, maybe he's not dead. Maybe but he's pretty dead in the movie.
Deshaun, thank you for the $5 super chat. Doug, would you do a review of The Wild, aka Disney attempts to copy Madagascar?
I kind of like that movie. I was really surprised. I had to see it for Disney December. It starts off bad. It doesn't start off very strong, but as it keeps going, I actually thought the comedy for it was pretty good. The actors were good. I thought it actually was trying harder than it need to, but now it's just known as that movie no one remembers except for ripping off Madagascar. Um, so I don't know. I did Disney December on it. I feel like my thoughts are in there. I don't know if I could add too much more on top of that, but yeah, I was surprised. I kind of had a good time with it.
Sean, thank you for the $5 super chat. Thoughts on Team America, possible NC?
Man, if I want on YouTube, I don't know. That'd be tricky. um, yeah, I don't know. It's funny. It's fine for what it is. It's not a film I put on a lot. I quote it like a lot of people do, but it's not really a movie I need to go back and watch a scene again. Because what am I gonna say? Oh man, the expressions are so great. It's one of those things where I just don't think I'd be able to add that much to it. I think you need like a super fan to talk about that. I'm somebody that likes it fine, but I don't. Like I said, I don't rewatch it, so I don't think I'm the person to really bring anything that interesting to it.
Big M, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hey Doug, how excited are you from a scale of 1 to 10 to see Avengers Doomsday this December?
5. I'll say the curiosity. I'm like 6. I hope I'm wrong. I really think a lot of it is kind of screaming of desperation, but even that could be interesting. It feels like they're throwing too much into this. They don't have the buildup of the other Marvel movies like they did before. I think people are going to forget even what's happened building up to it. But I could be wrong. I still like comic book movies. I like the MCU and stuff like that. So it'd be nice if it turned out something, if it really, really surprised me. But to quote the review I did, I have doubts.
Jace, thank you for the $5 super chat. Saw Shrek 5 trailer. Guess DreamWorks is doubling down on the Unreal Engine design instead of fixing it like Paramount did for Sonic after Teethy teaser.
I mean, the only one that looked really weird to me was Donkey. He was the only one that I thought looked bizarre. Everyone else, I don't know. I thought they either looked pretty close to the same, or you could just argue they aged them a bit, which I think makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. That was the only one that looked really, really weird to me was Donkey. Everyone else like kind of made sense to me. I don't know. Maybe I just haven't seen the movies enough, but I feel like I watched 2 a lot, and I thought they didn't look that different. But yes, Donkey looked really, really weird.
JL, thank you for the 600 bits. Doug, did you see the new Nintendo Switch commercial?
No. I don't even have a Switch. Whenever I use it, I have to borrow it from like the studio. So yeah, I'm not the guy to ask.
Joe RCK, great question. Thank you for becoming a member for 4 months over on YouTube. And they say, with the rise of YouTube directors, when you re-release Suburban Nights or To Boldly Flee in theaters, what will your special popcorn bucket and cup be?
It just be my skirt upside down.
Fantastic.
Eat that.
Eat that. Movie Lover 2002, thank you for that subscription over on Twitch. Welcome, appreciate that. New Jersey Diablo, thank you for the $10 super chat. Hi Doug, would you ever do a review of the 1994 black comedy film Clifford with Martin Short and Charles Grodin? Curious to know your thoughts on it.
When I first saw it, I didn't know what to make of it. I just couldn't even grasp what it was. And then I saw it years later. Actually, and this is what you can watch. I saw Brad Jones' review of the Cinema Snob. And he just summed it up in such a great way. Everything that's like just both wonderful and awful about it. And I feel like that's kind of my thoughts now. Like he really, really summed it up well. So if you really want to know what I think about it, go watch that. I don't think there's anything else I can add on top of it. I guess I don't know if I can say it's objectively a good movie, but it is fascinating and it is intriguing to put on. It's just kind of so weird. You can't help but laugh, and there's a part of me that thinks the movie doesn't care how you laugh; it just wants you to laugh, and it does succeed.
Smash Ultra, thank you for the 59 NOK through Super Chat. 1, I thought you were reviewing High School Musical. 2, you sure you don't want to review Pinchcliffe, a Norwegian movie? 3, hug bees. 4, I got nothing.
um, was all again, man. All that just
They thought you were reviewing High School Musical. Are you sure you
nope,
don't want to review Pinchcliffe, a Norwegian movie? Hug
nope,
bees? I don't know what that means.
nope,
And I got nothing. So there you go.
nope.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. And the first 2 Kung Fu Pandas, which of Poe's relationships do you like more? His teacher-student relationship with Shifu in the first one, or his friendship with Tigress? I can't remember which one it is. In the second one.
Tigers.
Tigress does.
Yeah.
He's a tiger.
Well, you watch anime too, so you never know. Sometimes words can have like different emphasis and stuff. I think I do like Tigers a little bit more because they started off as enemies, and I like. Yeah, by the end of the first one, they're going to become friends. But in the second one, I like they don't regress. That's like something they did in the new Toy Story movie. Well, now that Buzz and Woody are together, they have to be at each other's throats again. Like, come on. I like that they actually do evolve their friendship. I like when they talk and they're sparring and stuff like that. Like, that seems like something they would do, and they're interesting. I think that's a sign of well put together characters when you don't have to go back to the formula you had previously with them. You can have them evolve to a new place. But with that said, the one between, obviously Poe and the teacher is really great too. How they both teach each other stuff. So no, they're both very good.
Sean, thank you for the $5 super chat. Have you seen the trailer for the new seasons of King of the Hill and or Batman Caped Crusader?
Yeah, I saw them both. King of the Hill looks good. I'm looking forward to more of that. Caped Crusader looks like more of the same. I didn't get into the first season. I didn't hate it, but I don't know. I just want to see what's her name? I want to see Montoya get her own show. I just want Detective Montoya and give her a series. I'd be happy with that.
Trip Corey, thank you for the $5 super chat. Why didn't you want kids as evidenced in your Jonah review?
I kind of did. I always thought I would, but I did realize as I got older, if I'm gonna do it, I really want to do it right. And with both my wife and I, we really love our jobs, and we really put a lot of effort into it. And we know if we had kids, we'd have to put that aside. And we really thought about it, and we're just like, yeah, we love this too much. We love the control we have over our jobs, which, how do I put it? We kept telling ourselves, we're not even trying to like hang with people that have kids. We're not offering to babysit kids or anything like that. We're like, if we really wanted kids, don't you think we'd have a little bit more of the bug? And it's like, yeah. So once in a while we get a little bummed out about it, but we also do have cats. And I think the big thing is we realize I think a lot of people want to do is we want to leave something of us behind. I feel like, and for a lot of people, that's kids. And that's a beautiful, wonderful thing. For us, I think it really is our jobs. Me entertaining, trying to make people laugh, trying to make people feel better. She's a therapist. She's literally actually making people feel better, like going directly to the problem and everything. So that does it for us. So yeah, it was a hard choice to come to, but I'm sure that's a much heavier answer than you were looking for. But that is the real answer.
Ice Luigi Star, thank you for the $20 super chat. Hey guys, just wanted to let you all know that I've recently graduated college and had my ceremony a few days ago. Hard to believe that I started watching for almost 8 years since 11th grade. How time flies so quick. Well, congratulations!
Yeah,
That's
major congrats
quite
to you.
Achievement. Thank you.
Yeah. And our graduation party I'll have to go to.
Danny, thank you for the $10 super chat. Hey, Doug and Heather, good review today. If you want a good laugh, you should listen to a song that plays in the credits for Jonah. It's called The Credit Song.
Oh, I missed that. Okay, I did like fast forward just to see if there was anything at the end. But I didn't hear the credits. So that sounds funny. I gotta check that out.
Just some guy, thank you for the $5 super chat. Doug, I just wanted to let you know that back in December, I bought the Criterion edition of Brazil based solely on your review. What a fantastic movie.
So good, so good. The commentaries are really good too. I think that's the one that also has the "Love Conquers All" edit on there and a commentary on why it's so bad. So yeah, no, it's they. I mean, it's Criterion Collection. They always do a fantastic job. But when I saw that, that's one of like the first ones I got because they had like a 3-disc set on DVD originally. It's just this beautiful box set they had, and I'm like, oh, I want this. I want this so bad.
Curly McNulty, thank you for the $5 super chat. Have you ever seen Southland Tales? It's by the director of Donnie Darko, and it has a bit of a cult following. I can't tell if it's brilliant or stupid.
I feel like I've heard that before. Southland Tales. Hmm. Boy, I don't know. Maybe not. 2006. I feel like I've heard it at some point. Maybe somebody recommended it for a review. I don't know. Looks out there. I'll give it that. Bizarre cast, but no, I've never checked it out. I'll try my best too.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. And Toy Story 5, what do you think of Joan Cusack's performance? I always liked Jessie, but after 5, she may be my favorite Toy Story character.
I always really liked the character. I like Joan Cusack. I mean, she's always great. I can't even. I'm sure she was bad in something, but I can't think of it. The closest thing to an issue that you can almost bring up with any of them is that she is sounding older. But I mean, she still has the energy. She still has the right reflection. She has the great comedic delivery and everything. She can capture the heart of the character very well. So, yeah, no, anytime she's in it, because for a while people were talking about John Cusack, and I didn't get into him that much. I've seen a handful of stuff I like him in, but most of the stuff I thought he was a little too flat. And she was just the exact opposite. I mean, just anything she was in, she could find the right tone and just completely like grab a hold of you and like just take you on this crazy adventure with whatever performance she's playing. Even if she's like just a character in the background, she'd be a great character in the background. She just always gives a scene what it needs. So yeah, I'm always a big fan of her.
Jace, thank you for the $5 super chat. Coincidence or intentional? By the end of the Amazing Digital Circus episode 9, the last act, especially the credits, I can see why it was released in June.
I think I see what you're talking about. Like, see, if I get this wrong, I'm gonna look like an idiot. Pride Month? I think that's what you're talking about.
I think they're trying to not be give any spoilers, so yeah.
Okay.
I have no idea. I haven't seen it.
I don't know if it's that spoilery, but yeah, I mean, could totally be.
Trip Corey, thank you for the $5 super chat. Do you prefer Claude or Chat GPT? Also, Heather, what's your favorite NC old versus new? I haven't seen too many, but the Cinderella one really stuck out to me. Was that your first old versus new, the Cinderella one?
It might have been the first one back,
Okay,
with the
back.
cast
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like
That one stuck out to me for some reason. So I'll go with that one.
Yeah, that one's fun. Well, because we end with Ever After, and I can't believe how many people still don't know that movie.
What?
Whenever people are like,
I love that movie.
I mean, now I feel like it's popular hate on the Disney live action remakes, but when they're like, well, what would a remake of this look like? What would the correct version be? It's like Ever After, and that does all the stuff they're trying to do. Like the whole thing about empowering women and really expanding the story and the character. Like they do all that in a way that makes sense and is fun and clever and entertaining and smart and not pandering like the other movies do. So yeah, I can't recommend that movie more. It's really, really good. What was your part of the question? I'm forgetting now.
Claude or Chat GPT? Neither for me. I use my brain.
I mean, honestly, whenever I use it, it really is just for imagery if I'm like getting lost in my head. I'm a very visual person, so like I said, that does kind of help sometimes, but I don't really use it for anything outside of that. I guess sometimes I'll ask Google something like whatever that uh AI is. But here's the thing: I'll look at the AI and then I'll go to the source that it came from. Uh, so I like that. I like that the Google AI does that. It won't just say, "Hey, here's the answer," and then not tell you where it's from. It will direct you to the source. Here's the video. Here's the article. So I really like that. But yeah, I don't really use it that much to look up information or type up something or whatever. Yeah, kind of what Heather said. I feel like if I do, I just have to give up at that point. Yeah, I feel like I'd have to, throw in the towel. Like that's just in terms of like I don't know, writing comedy or anything like that. Like, yeah, I don't know. For me, it's more a visual thing, and it's not something I post. It's more something to help me if my brain's getting lost in the fatigue or something like that. That's really the only main thing I use it for.
Blue Jester, thank you for the $5 super chat. Haunted Joker here from Twitch. Did you know asking on YouTube is cheaper? Thoughts on Spike Lee's Do the Right Thing?
Oh, I like it. I saw it a long time ago. I think when I was not a teen, maybe like 12, something like that. And I don't remember fully following just what it really was or about or anything. And I don't think I'm meant to at that age. But then I saw it years later on a plane flying back, and it was just like, now I get this is really good. Yeah, no, it's a very good film for all the reasons they say. I don't think I can add that much to it. It's pretty obvious why it's good.
Yeah, and I know there's a little discrepancy between like Twitch and YouTube. We just like round numbers. What if the bit limit was set to like, I don't even know what the equivalent
Or
would be,
29 or
like
something like that. Yeah.
457, then like it would drive all of us nuts.
Yeah, I think
We
it's
like
easier
nice
just to.
even numbers.
Mhm.
Also, we get about the same amount, $5 from both of those interactions. Caleb, thank you for the 500 bits. Hey Doug, any thoughts on the movie 2001: A Space Odyssey? If you like it, then why, considering its slow pacing and monotone deliveries?
Oh, I adore it. Okay, talking about visual experiences. That is a film that wants you to go into almost a meditative state while you're watching it. There are people that think, oh, it's slow and that's by accident. It's really not. It's deliberate. It is supposed to sort of take you into the whole film is about evolving. It's about mankind evolving. It's about the brain evolving, technology evolving. I mean, that leap from I know everybody quotes this, but throwing up the bone, the first tool, the first weapon into the air, and then you see a satellite falling, a spaceship falling. I mean, that is one of the most amazing edits ever. Like, ever. It's stellar. And it's one of those films where most of it is done through the visual storytelling. Um, Dave is supposed to kind of be the every guy. He's supposed to be the blank slate. Uh, and Hal is supposed to almost be the every computer. That's why he's so terrifying, and that's why there is so much concern about AI and all that stuff. But no, it when people say the pacing is slow, I get where they're coming from, but that is on purpose. It is supposed to be almost like a David Lynch film, a very, again, meditative film where you're supposed to kind of relax to and almost kind of give yourself to the movie. And I like that a film can do that. I like art can do that. So yeah, it's definitely not something where I'm going to say you don't get it if you say the pacing's slow. No, I understand. Everybody has their own speed and everything, but I will say it is deliberate. It is definitely on purpose. And I do really love it. I have watched it quite a few times.
Big M, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hey Doug, I was rewatching your old review of Pixels, and there needs to be an actual app called Apple Sandler. I'd buy that in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Yeah, but going back to some of those, I really do forget some of the jokes I did in them. And when you said that, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm kind of remembering that. Yeah, and like some of the visuals that came from that. I do feel bad I don't have. Maybe I don't. I don't know. I don't have much time to go back and rewatch some of my older stuff because on the one hand it's like, well, that would be pretty narcissistic to keep going back, but like in the old days I did go back to see what worked, what didn't. But Yeah, now there's just no time to do it. So no, I'm glad you enjoyed that.
Smash Ultra, thank you for the 59 NOK through Super Chat. Ever heard of Sonic shorts on YouTube? I think you have to be a Sonic fan to get the jokes. Also, the Nazo shorts if you're into DBZ stuff.
I guess we'll see Sonic shorts. I swear if it shows me where I can buy Sonic shorts, I'm gonna strangle Google. Here it is. I have not seen this. I'm sure it's funny, though there are a lot of ads for Sonic shorts as well. But if you have to be a diehard fan, I don't know how well I'll follow it. Like I know like the original 3 games. I know the Sad AM show. I guess I did play. I don't even remember which one I played. I played some sort of Sonic game recently. Was it Sonic Generations? Was that what it's called?
Yeah, Sonic X Shadow Generations, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so and that was fun. But yeah, I don't know if I'd be enough of an expert to probably follow it, but I might check it out.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. Heather, in My Adventures with Superman, what do you think of Lois? She's my favorite version. Yeah, she's my favorite version of the character. I do really enjoy what they do with Lois in My Adventures with Superman. I think she's very, like, she's very spunky and smart and independent. It's a very anime protagonist way that she behaves, but I think that really does well for the character. So yeah, no, I like her character in My Adventures with Superman 100%. Alexander Elwood, thank you for the $5 super chat. What's your favorite episode of The Studio? The Golden Globes episode had one of the best running gags I've seen in a while.
Yeah, that was a good one. I do like the casting one because that's always the stuff we make fun of all the time. And honestly, I don't know, because I do have to remind myself Seth Rogen did The Boys and stuff like that. But I do kind of get a mindset of what he's like when I see some of his other stuff. Like he really goes back and forth for me in terms of quality, but when he does have something of quality, it's pretty great. The studio really is high quality. And yeah, I love that. I also love the last 2 episodes where literally everybody's tripping and they're trying to just make it to the con at the end without anything going right. And I have seen that before where people and heard stories and everything where people will just be like dead. I mean, like on something, or they did an all-night bender or whatever, and they are just like this. And as soon as their name is called, they just suddenly go, hey, how you doing? Okay, so we're going to go in here. We're going to do it. You're going to win over the crowd. They only need the teleprompter. They just win over everybody on charm, and boom, yeah, it gets the crowd going. And then just collapses bad. Like, I've seen that before. That is not an exaggeration. So the fact that they are able to capture that and not really exaggerate it that much is very, very impressive.
JL, thank you for the 600 bits. I've been watching Pokemon and now I'm on season 6. Doug, you saw the first movie. Do you have a favorite character?
I guess Mewtwo was kind of cool. That was always a fun character to play in Smash Brothers, and I don't know, he's got like the cool tragic backstory. I mean, the one in the original anime looks like it's better, but even when it didn't make much sense in the American version, he was still pretty cool. The way he holds himself, the lower voice and everything, the way he could just move a hand like that and like flip a bunch of people over. Yeah, no, that stuff's pretty fun.
Jace, thank you for the $5 super chat. It's official. Jim Carrey is playing the Grinch again. Maybe they'll do a Mufasa and have him tell the story about his failed holiday prank Grinch night.
You know what? If it's Grinch night, I'm in. I would love to see that. Oh my god! Or how about the Cat in the Hat gets Grinch, the crossover they did like years ago, get Mike Myers back? That I would see that just to see how awful it is. Just to see these 2 old guys under all this makeup just going, oh my kids, oh, ow. Oh my god, I would love that. I would, but they're not gonna do it.
The cowards.
They're gonna do their own brand of stupid that's gonna suck and not in the fun way.
Headshot, thank you for the $5 super chat. Happy 30th anniversary to the Super Mario 64 game and happy 35th birthday to Sonic the Hedgehog. We're all still very much young at heart.
Yeah, that's. I don't know my heart. That's feeling pretty old too.
Spike Bebop, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hi, your thoughts on Rebel Moon? Do you think Zack Snyder's work has gone up or down in quality recently?
I never did see Rebel Moon. I didn't hear great stuff about it. What's he done recently? Hold on, let me see. I mean, I know that's one of them. Zack Snyder, come on. Let's see. Let me get director. Some of these I haven't even heard of. I never heard of Twilight of the Gods. Army of the Dead was okay. I loved his version of Justice League. Yeah, some of these I never heard. Yeah, Batman v Superman, not very good. Man of Steel, not very good. Sucker Punch, not very good. House of Gazul, not very good. Watchmen, okay. Where's 300? 300's great. I love 300. Dawn of the Dead's pretty good. So there you go. I think that's all the movies I've seen of his. There you go.
Hello, Alex. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Love your Sleeping Beauty review. Would you review the original Anastasia movie from the 50s as NC or a Disney Semper?
From the 50s? Let me double check. Anastasia, 1950s. And nothing's coming up. I know there's been other movies about her, but it was in 1950s. Oh, here we go, 1956.
You found it just as chat did.
Oh, there you go. Okay, some big names: Ingrid Bergman and Yul Brynner. I don't think it would get the clicks, honestly. I'll tell you what, though, I'll try to check it out. See if it's any good.
JL, thank you for the 600 bits. Heather, in my adventures with Superman, do you wish Jor-El was used more? Not really. You know, like it's hard. It's a Superman story, so I don't know how much we really need to keep focusing on, you know, the past and all that. So I don't think we needed more of him, you know. Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. Every time I see promos for the new Moana, I can't get over how bad Dwayne Johnson looks. He looks like someone at a lame costume party and not a $200 million film.
You know, it does look like that, though. That's the sad thing. This is what $200 million films look like. You know, I just got done reviewing a movie that's going to come out, you know, next week. Where they did a mixture of effects. And some of the CG looks good, some of the CG looks bad, but all the practical effects look great. All the sets look great. And I feel like by trying to save money, they're going more and more into CG, but it's looking worse. And bizarrely, it feels like it's not saving money. So I don't know. I feel like, you know, they usually say limitations make you work smarter, you know, not harder. And I think we're losing the smarter aspect. I think in trying to work simpler, they're ironically making the work harder and lamer. So yeah, I think I want to see some smaller budget movies come back. That's why I know it sounds weird, but that's what I really like to see out of Hollywood. We keep saying bigger budget epics and stuff. No, let's go medium budget films. Let's put in some limitations again. So people have to think smarter about if they can't shoot a scene, what are we going to do? How do we work around this? Let's write a new scene, something that could be out of left field and actually make the story a little bit more unique. You can't always get everything you want, kind of thing. That I like to see.
Samuel Marino, thank you for the $10 super chat. To everyone who likes Toy Story movies and loves Sega Genesis music, I posted a link in the chat showcasing all the variations of the Strange Things song. I remember to find these things so you don't have to.
Yeah, nice. Cool. Very cool. Well, thank you.
AJ's dad, thank you for the $5 super chat. I saw Michael Jackson's This Is It last night. It was a fantastic preview of what could have been.
Yeah. You know, I've never seen the whole thing. I probably should. I've seen clips of it. It looked pretty cool. I don't know why I haven't sat down and watched the whole thing. I really should.
Strider for Life, thank you for the 500 bits. I saw the Toy Story 5 movie and I enjoyed it. I also think that Lily's design feels like a subtle joke telling kids to touch grass.
I guess it being a green frog. Yeah, I don't know. But no, all the designs of the characters I thought were pretty great. I think yeah, that was a good character. And again, I love Conan O'Brien's character. That really is one. And Lily Pad. The more I think about where if they do more, which I'm assuming they're going to do more, I'd like to see those two characters come back.
Noah Popejoy, thank you for the $5 super chat. As an aspiring filmmaker, I'd love to get to the point where an NC review can be made of it, even if you make fun of it. You're a funny guy. One day.
Well, thank you so much. Yeah, maybe one day we'll see. Well, good luck to you too.
Alexander Elwood, thank you for the $5 super chat. Since you mentioned it in today's review, what did you think of the trailer for Whale Fall? Terrifying premise.
Yeah, that's another one of those ideas, and I am wondering how they're gonna, because it's based on a short. I can see how that could be a short. How are you gonna do a whole movie on that? I'm so curious. But I mean, I got pretty intrigued watching it. I was just like, huh? This is gonna be an hour and a half movie? All right. And yeah, that is one of those creepy ideas. There's a scene in like I think Jaws, was it 3 or 4? I think it's 3, where one of the guys, big shark, someone gets eaten by a shark, but you see like the inside of the mouth, like the guy like inside, like the camera's inside the mouth, and you see him like trying to get out and stuff like that. There is something just so friggin' creepy about all that. It's such a like disturbing idea. Again, very unlikely it's going to happen to any of us, but it's still such a thing where it's just like, oh, yeah. So that definitely, I think, the more real they can make that, the more terrifying I feel like it would be.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. Have you seen the Tom Cruise film Oblivion?
No. I forget if I heard it was any good. I think I always confuse it for that. Not Tomorrow Never Dies. What the hell's it called? The Groundhog's Day in the future. Oh, I'm blanking at.
Groundhog's Day in the future.
People that know the movie. Yeah. But I keep confusing it for that.
Looper?
And nah, that's not it. It's a Tom Cruise movie. But so I don't think I've seen it. That's it, Edge of Tomorrow. Which that was really
good. You win, Alexander really Elwood.
Yeah. But no, I haven't seen that one. I don't remember hearing anything great about it. I heard like at the most it was okay. And it just, I don't really get into that director's stuff too much. So I kind of keep my distance. But I don't know. Maybe I should give it a chance.
Movie Lover, thank you for the 500 bits. VeggieTales was the king. Oh, this is Movie Lover 2002. We have two Movie Lovers in Twitch chat now.
Right.
Movie Lover 2002, thank you for the 500 bits. VeggieTales was the king of my childhood. I loved it when I was a toddler. You've been my favorite reviewer since COVID started. Jonah came out a month after my birth in 2002.
Very cool. Yeah, no, it's one of those where when I got the first time I saw it, I was kind of like, I don't know, I guess it wasn't bad, but I was kind of expecting more. And then when I sat down to actually write it out and everything, and I was kind of hearing the songs and I was getting more in the mindset of a little kid watching this, I'm like, I would really like this. There's a very gentle silliness to it that's actually very charming. So yeah, it's one of those where I feel like I had to get a little bit in the right mindset for it. But again, when you're reviewing something, you're supposed to review it in a comedic way. You tend to get your head in a little bit more of a cynical mindset.
Movie Lover, thank you for the 550 bits. Have you seen Sofia Coppola's first directional film, The Virgin Suicides? And if so, what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I remember liking it. I don't remember loving it. I felt like it was like half a good movie, which is almost intentional because I know you're not supposed to know about half the story. I think I remember liking it more than disliking it. I don't remember much, that like annoyed me or I thought was bad, but there was a part of me that felt like there was kind of a missing piece to it. But I remember being decent.
JL, thank you for the 600 bits. What did you think of the change in tone from Batman Return to Batman Forever, with them wanting to go more family-friendly Batman?
I always have complicated thoughts about that third movie because the second they announced Jim Carrey was going to be the Riddler, I mean, I was obsessed with Jim Carrey. So you could have shown me Batman and Robin as long as Jim Carrey was the Riddler. I would have loved it. So I had that mindset going in, and then when I saw it again, I was like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that kind of doesn't work in this, or it's just weird, or what is it doing? And over the years, my opinion has kind of changed on it. Like, I can't believe how well that stupid box thing that they put on the heads and it steals your information. That was so bizarrely relevant. That was so ahead of its time. How bizarre is that? Like, it was the worst thing in the movie at the time, and now it's like this amazing ahead of its time idea. Um, but I also know it's trying to combine it with like the Adam West stuff and the more campy comic books, but have a little bit of that dark look. So I don't know. I still lean towards it's not good, but I am fascinated by it. And I know a lot of people have that mindset too, of they're just, whether they like it or not, they're just intrigued by it. And you got to give the movie credit for that, definitely.
Samuel Marino, thank you for the $10 super chat. Got my Mario Galaxy 4K from Walmart a week ago with Yoshi looking like a beauty on that artwork. Anyway, let's glaze the film for a bit, Doug. What are your favorite Easter eggs, cameos, laughs, and fights?
What, in the last Mario movie that came out?
Yes, yes.
I don't know if I can talk about all of them, but honestly, just because I was in the middle of playing the game, as soon as I saw the ship, the Rosalina ship, and it was just literally pixel for pixel the same thing, that was kind of neat. And when you go into the library again, pixel for pixel, the exact same thing, I'm like, all right, this is kind of working on my lizard brain. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of looking at this like, I do like seeing this on the big screen. I like seeing her read to the stars. I like all that. Like, that's really kind of cool. Yeah, and there were other stuff in there, that was fine. Again, I always feel like it depends what mood I'm in. I feel like if you catch me in a bad mood, I'd be like, yeah, that stupid movie kind of thing. But if I'm in a very forgiving mood and nostalgic mood, I'm like, yeah, it was fine. So yeah, but that was the one that actually did kind of get me excited the most, was just seeing that ship for the first time, because it looked really good on the big screen.
The Planet, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hey guys, great tier list last night. Do you think that doing a DreamWorks animation tier list is a possibility in the future? I think I have that written down. It really depends on how many there are, because I feel like like 25 is
Yeah.
about our limit, where it's like we can't talk about this in 2 hours otherwise, you know?
Yeah, man, they probably have more than that, because there are one or two stinkers in there, or ones that just people don't know about. I mean, yeah, they're coming up on their fifth Shrek film, just like, so yeah, I don't know. We'd have to look at how many there are.
Right. I feel like if we did something like that that was a larger tier list, we'd have to have quite the bit or the sub goal for that to like make it
Yeah,
multiple streams.
yeah, or just do a bonkers like 3 hour one or something like that, with,
Yeah.
with like an intermission or something.
Yeah. Alexander Elwood, thank you for the $10 super chat. Even though Jonah didn't look that high budgeted, I thought the scene with the whale was very well animated in terms of scope, particularly when it leaps into the air.
See, I like it's gonna sound weird, but anytime they kind of incorporate the color blue, like inside the whale or when they're driving through the forest, anything with shadows, they surprisingly did really, really well. And the contrast of the colors against the shadows looked really, really good. The scene with the gospel singers in there, it looked really, really good. So yeah, it is one of those where I'm sure if I look at the original show, I'd be like, oh my God, this is a huge improvement. But just going by usual animated film budgets, it's like, okay, it looks a little cheap, but there's more artistry put into it than I would have assumed for VeggieTales, if that makes sense.
You, thank you for, I said it backwards. Yo. That did a number on my brain. Sorry. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Hey, have you heard of Microwave Society? They watch movies together since 2020, and the first movie they watched was VeggieTales.
Cool. No, I have not. Hopefully they didn't microwave the veggies. I don't know. I'm still here. I'm just closing the window here.
Yep. Okay. Oh, it's 54 DreamWorks movies. That's a lot.
54?
That's a lot.
Good Lord, that's a lot of movies.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. In Claws, what do you think of the main character, Jesper?
Jesper's the sort of high pitch nasally dude, right?
I'm not sure.
Ben Schwartz one. If you're talking about I should look that up. Hold on. Claus characters. Jesper. Okay, yeah, he's the main guy. I thought he started off a little annoying, but they endeared me to him pretty quick. Once he got to the village and he meets Claus and everything, I thought they worked with that okay. But it was one of those where I thought maybe I wasn't going to like the movie because they were making him a little too annoying. But he comes around pretty fast.
Alexander L. Wood, thank you for the $5 super chat. Do the Right Thing is a message movie done the right way.
Dare I say it does the right message. Yes, I agree.
Larry Lester, thank you for the 500 bits. How did the intended skits for Superman 2025 go?
I think it was me as Lex Luthor. I'm trying to remember. I was like, everyone was set up as like the computer programmers. I mean, we had Heather's computer geek character. What do we call her again? Eunice? I think we called her Eunice.
Eunice, yeah.
Yeah, she was one of the people on the computer, and he's going over and he's kind of like, he's doing like the uncomfortable, like he's giving them like back massages, you know what I'm saying? Like rubbing their heads and stuff like that. Yeah, I think it was about rebooting Superman to get in there and like just throwing so much at you kind of thing. And the idea being that it's very hectic and chaotic, but it is like entertaining to watch. It's entertaining to watch this guy like just throw all this madness at you, and there's a little method to the madness. I think that was the initial idea. I don't know. It's probably something I should maybe I should record that as a possible like video for members or something. Let me write that down. It's not a bad idea.
Sailor Aaron, thank you for the 500 bits. Hey Doug, since you loved the first season of live action One Piece, have you seen the second season yet? Your thoughts if you have? Are you excited about the third season? I know I am because it's one of my favorite arcs in One Piece, and I'm not finished with the anime yet. I'm taking my time and enjoying the journey.
I think you have to. I mean, you got to go work and do stuff like that. I mean, how long is that anime? It's like almost 1,000 episodes,
something like that.
Yeah. So, nobody's gonna, harp on you for taking your time. I really liked it. I liked it a lot. The only thing, I'm glad you mentioned that about the next season has a really good arc in it, because I sort of thought the show should have stopped at a certain point, because it looks like they're sailing off. Okay, here we go. And then they're like, all right, and we're going to go find the One Piece after we do this thing. And that's going to be the start of the next season. I'm like, don't tell me that. That doesn't get me excited for the next season. So the fact that you said it leads to a good arc, is encouraging, is nice to hear. But I loved it. I can't believe how charming that kid is playing Luffy. I mean, if they did not get a good kid to play that part, this whole thing wouldn't work. And he really, really brings the charm. And then that little reindeer thing was
Chopper.
His
name is
likable.
Chopper.
Yeah. What's her name? Peg from Married with Children coming back. She's awesome. Everything was just so good. I thought that whole backstory with Chopper, I'm just like, that could be an opera.
Yeah.
I mean, there were just so many layers to that. I absolutely loved it.
Blue, thank you for the $3 super chat. Haunted Joker, thank you for the 27-month subscription over on Twitch. Welcome back. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
AOTV, thank you for the $5 super chat. James Gunn revealed he asked Ryan Reynolds if he wanted to play Green Lantern again, and Ryan's response, F you.
That's pretty funny. Hell, he probably told him that knowing James Gunn is going to tell the story. He's going to be like, I'm going to say no, but I'm going to give you a story. I'm going to give you some free press.
AOTV, thank you for the $5 super chat. Some fans are giving Bonnie a hard time for breaking her promise to Andy to take care of Woody. What do you think?
She's a kid.
Right. Kids break promises all the time, let me tell you.
What is she, like 3 or something like that? She makes a spork toy and calls him Forky. What? Can't believe she broke a promise about a toy that, according to them, is not alive.
KJK, thank you for the 500 bits. Hey Doug, between X-Men 97, Marvel Rivals, and the Avengers Doomsday teaser, it seems like Cyclops is getting a major popularity boost. After the original movies wasted him so spectacularly, he desperately needed this.
Well, now, to be fair, it isn't just the movies that wasted him. That is what's kind of neat. It's neat seeing him as a popular character now. Because he was the Leonardo of the group. We just need a leader. We need someone to be a stick in the mud so that the cool character Wolverine can work off of. And sometimes they could write a good arc for him, make him interesting in the comics. But a lot of time he's still kind of the stick in the mud. Even during the cool moments. But yeah, they've really fleshed him out. I thought they did a pretty good job with him in X-Men Evolution as well. I thought I liked the way they have him, evolving, like a better way of putting it, but into a leader. And yeah, I think the way they had him in '97 was great. And yeah, no, it is pretty impressive because those aren't easy characters to write. The stoic leader is supposed to always do the right thing. Those are more difficult to write than people think, and I think the fact they handled it so well is really, really impressive.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. I can't believe we're getting a Grinch sequel. I don't hate the first one like you, but it makes no sense. What is even going to be about? Him learning to love Christmas again?
He's gonna learn to love Hanukkah.
Amazing. Sean, thank you for the $5 super chat. What are your thoughts on Monk and Psych?
Monk is probably a better show, but I like Psych a lot more. Psych is one of those shows where about half the jokes work, half don't. When they don't work, they're just kind of lame. When they do work, I love them. I just love them, and I love the characters. I love they work with these characters, and I love the little parodies that they'll do. That's why Monk is a more consistently good show. The jokes land much better, and they're a little bit more clever and everything. But there's just a zany goofiness and experimental side to Psych that I really, really like. There's a sense that they kind of just don't care. They're doing whatever they want. I have to respect that. So yeah, that's I love the celebrity guest stars that they have in there. Tim Curry in that is just such a delight. We still quote the line when he puts on that robe and he just says, was it, "I feel like an angel, baby, wrapped in cloud candy." It's such a good line. I mean, there's so many good lines we quote all the time.
JL, thank you for the 600 bits. With all 4 Superman movies getting 4K release, we still never got Superman Returns in 4K.
I mean, it's a pretty ugly looking movie. I shouldn't say that. Some of the shots in the city are good, but most of it's pretty ugly looking.
AOTV, thank you for the $5 super chat. If Moana fails in the box office, I wonder what that'll do to The Rock's psyche.
I mean, I feel like he's had quite a few failures recently, so I don't know. I am very curious to see how it does. Neither will surprise me. Honestly, any outcome for that movie is not going to surprise me. If it's a huge hit, I won't be surprised. If it's a huge failure, I won't be surprised. Even if it just does okay and breaks even, I won't be surprised, because Moana is just kind of this surprise monster that just like really, really has a hold on kids, which is not a bad thing. I mean, the first film is good. The second film's cute, I guess. I can't see this live action remake being good. And again, live action I use very loosely, but yeah, I'll just call it. It's not going to be good, but we'll see how it goes.
Alexander L. Wood, thank you for the $5 super chat. The first 2 episodes of Rick and Morty's latest season are on HBO Max. Have you watched them, and if so, your thoughts?
I saw the first one. I haven't seen the second one yet. The first one I like. Man, I have just completely grown accustomed to these, I forget it was actor or actors. I think it's 2 actors playing Rick and Morty. I mean, I don't even think of them as like a replacement now. They just sound like the original guy. So that's great. And yeah, no, still making me laugh, having a blast with it. Yeah, no, I still love it.
Brand Cinema, thank you for the 150 HNL through Super Chat. A few weeks ago, some guy recommended a movie called Strange Darling. The poor guy probably can't sleep wondering if you've already seen it. So for his sake, I'll ask you now. Have you seen it yet?
Let me see. Strange Darling. Sounds a little familiar. My internet is going so slow. I apologize.
Yeah, we are getting some crazy rain right now. I was a little concerned. I was looking out the window. I was a little concerned.
I was seeing the clouds out there. That's one of the reasons I closed the blinds. I just say, if I don't see it. It doesn't exist. Um,
Our phones aren't telling us to seek shelter, so we must be all right.
um, I haven't seen. I think I've seen it advertised. I haven't actually seen the movie though. It looked interesting. I haven't, like I said, had a chance to sit down and watch it. So maybe I will.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. Fun fact about Moana, Hey Hey was almost removed from the film because they didn't think he was getting much humor across. The directors then made the decision to make him much more dim-witted.
Hey, Hey's the chicken,
The
right?
chicken, yes, yes.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think I like Hey Hey more than Pua. Pua the pig is the one who I kind of forget about because he's just
Yeah.
there. He's
No,
cute, but he's there.
no, even the movies made a joke about that. Just like, why didn't you bring him before? Like, that's always what I thought. Like, why do you even have this thing in the movie? It doesn't do a
Timing!
thing. But yeah, like he's okay. I don't know. I don't think I quite got the laugh riot everyone else did out of him, but it's cute. I liked him.
Sean, thank you for the $5 super chat. I know that you're not the biggest fan of School of Rock. I too think it's just fine. What did you think of Joan Cusack as the principal?
I thought she's mostly giving the movie just what it needs. Where the part where I really crack up is when the parents are there. They're going to pick up their kids. I forget exactly how it goes, but they find out something. All the parents are there to pick up the kids, and Joan Cusack, I think, is the principal, and she's like, I'm going to go get them right now. And she just comes back in, and she to all the parents, it just says, "So it appears your children are missing." So, and everyone just erupts into yelling and screaming, blah, blah, blah. But just that transition of her going, so, and then into everybody screaming, it was just perfect. And yeah, it's another one of those things where it's like, if you read that, it's a cute laugh, but just the way she delivered it was so great. I kind of remember from that point on, even though it's like the last third, I remember her being pretty funny.
Bernie Bud, thank you for the $20 super chat. And before I read this, I think it's a big spoiler for the end of Amazing Digital Circus. Is it out on YouTube yet? Should we avoid
Sure.
spoilers for Amazing Digital Circus?
I'm pretty sure it's out. And I guess if there's not a way to word it, I mean, you can always just tell people.
There's no way to
way?
ask this question without.
That maybe we could just say, like read the question. Then when I'm done answering, we'll give like a thumbs up or something like that. How about that?
Sure. All right. Yeah. I'm going to read
right.
it in just a second, chat. I see it. Okay. Some people are saying it is out, but I know not everyone has had a chance to watch everything. It came out. Oh, it came out June 19th. Okay. It streamed last week. So not everyone has had a chance. We're going to ask the question. When Doug's done answering it, I'm going to give you a thumbs up. Okay. So if you need to mute and wait for the thumbs up. Okay. All right. Mute now. If you don't want Amazing Digital Circus spoilers, it's coming at you.
So Bruce Willis is dead.
Well, they say, I believe Jax deserved to live, is what they said.
Well, even that's not. Is that all it says?
That's all it says.
Okay. That's debatable if he's like dead. Oh, wait. He gets he turns into the monster or whatever, I thought. Or does he die? I forgot. I might have missed that. I thought he was still one of the weird monsters that he turned into. I could be wrong, but I know you're talking about where he's not Jax anymore. Essentially, he's not the purple bunny guy walking around. Yeah, when I saw it, I pretty much said I was satisfied with it, but I'm just going off of seeing all these episodes in a row pretty close to each other. I haven't thought about fan theories and stuff, and I've heard what other people say about like wanting more answers out of it and stuff like that. And that's totally legit. I'm not going to act like, no, that's ridiculous. That's not what the show is doing. Like, I don't know, because the show's so short anyway. It's not something where I thought all the answers were going to be revealed. Like it was just going to be enough to, kind of have me be satisfied. But to other people, this could be like their finale of Lost, kind of thing where I thought that wasn't satisfying. So I guess it kind of depends, but I thought it was fine for what it was. Okay.
Okay, there we go. Unmute now. Captain Fedora, thank you for the $20 super chat. I just
Thank
found
you.
out something. The Jurassic Park films are 7 movies away from being the new Land Before Time. 14 dinosaur movies, and only the first that is really good and a classic. Possible theme for the next Jurassic review?
Maybe, but I mean, they still got quite a few to go, which is
They're halfway
sad.
there.
Yeah, it's sad on both fronts. It's sad that they're halfway there, and it's sad that that's only halfway there. It's like sad for both franchises.
JL, thank you for the 600 bits. Heather and Doug, any anime you're looking forward to other than Dragon Ball Super Galactic Patrol? I'm still waiting for Mao English dub.
I mean, all the animes I gotta see are like years old. It's like I would love to watch Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z and One Piece and stuff like that, but I don't think I'm gonna get a chance to.
Yeah, I'm so behind on anime right now. I'm not looking forward, I guess, to anything at the moment. Like, I finally started watching Apothecary Diaries, so that's something. And that's been a very enjoyable experience so far. But yeah, other than that, I think I can't remember what year it is, but coming up, there's another big anniversary for Gundam, and whatever projects come out with that, I want to see that.
He's gonna have the toys of them.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. An amazing digital circus. What do you think of Pomni?
She's fine. I mean, she works well. I can't think of that many characters where I was just like, oh my heart, to this character kind of thing. But they all do the job fine. There's nobody I can think of that was like dead weight or anything like that.
Seppi, thank you for the $8 super chat. Hey Doug, if the OG Lion King wasn't a thing and live action remake was the only one, do you think it would have been received better even though I like it?
No, because there's still no expression on the animals. And what they say when they say it is still confusing. I think I would have maybe been a little bit more open to the idea of them not having expressions in the terms of, I could see the film working like if they didn't talk, like, I said like what I thought dinosaurs should have been or something like that. But it still has the same problem where when you have these emoting voices, but just these blank faces, it's two different ways of communicating. Animals communicate through a very different way than people do. So there needs to be a little bit more flexibility in terms of like the expressions on the animals, or yeah, like I said, you gotta just not have them talk. So yeah, for me, I don't think it would have worked.
JL, thank you for the 600 bits. Ever see the movie Yes Man with Jim Carrey?
Yeah, I didn't think it was very good. It's a fun idea, but I don't remember laughing that much. I just remember being more awkward.
Sean, thank you for the $5 super chat. Favorite scene from Jurassic Park?
Brother, God, there's so many good ones. I think just it was the first time I saw in a movie. I mean, now we see it all the time, but something looking so real, like leaping at you or the characters or something like that, they either just get out of the way in time or the T-Rex grabs them, stuff like that. I just never saw movement that fast because the dinosaurs just looked so real at the time. And, just missing the leg or like I said, the car just missing the two climbing the wall and everything. It just looks so convincing. And that really, I just didn't think I could be like that impressed by like just good, what I thought was good timing. Because again, I didn't know what it was, if they were computers or what they were. So those moments really, really got a big reaction on me, I think, when I first saw it.
JL, thank you for the 600 bits. I got my final 2 books of Half Demon. I'm really tired of canceled culture with things ending unfinished. Well, first of all, I don't think cancel culture means what you think it means in that context. Like the manga for Princess Half Demon just ended. It was not finished, but it ended. That's all.
Unless there was something that caused that ties in. I don't know the story around it. But
I don't think there is.
Yeah.
I think it's just
unless it's
anymore.
No, it literally is cancel culture. They canceled the project.
I think they were taking it literally. They canceled the project. They were taking it
It's been so
literally.
long since I've heard it meant for the literal meaning.
Yeah. So I'm like, just so you know, cancel culture.
That's
That's not
funny.
what cancel culture refers to, but yes, I understand. I know it does suck when things are canceled before they're finished. That is always like frustrating.
Mhm.
So yeah, I wish you could have your ending. JL, thank you for the 600 bits. There is a word for sure that YouTube is not going to like in this, so I'm going to do my shm trick again to hopefully the AI bots watching our YouTube feed will not flag it. Um, I watched the Soup Schmashi episode of Seinfeld and laughed through the finally still lets me down.
Um, say it again. I'm sorry.
I finally watched the Soup Schmashi
Oh,
episode of
gotcha, gotcha,
Seinfeld.
gotcha. Okay, okay. Now finish it again. I'm sorry.
Though the finally still lets me down. I
A
don't I
finale. The
Oh,
finale
okay.
still lets me down. Um, yeah, no, that's a funny episode. And then, yeah, I mean, I don't. There's an idea somewhere in there. No, and you know what? You want to see a satisfying version of that finale? Watch Kirby Enthusiasm. They basically do it again, and they do it quote unquote the right way this time. And I thought it was pretty clever.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. And Wonka, what do you think of Slugworth? Do you think he's a good villain?
He's fine. I feel like you could have gone further with that. I mean, did you see him in the original Willy Wonka? That's a guy named Slugworth. You know what I mean? This guy is just kind of a dorky little dude, kind of thing. Like, no, I want Slugworth. You know what I mean? I want that. I want as soon as you see this person, you put him in a lineup. Which one is Slugworth? That dude right there. That's the Slugworth I want.
Sean, thank you for the $5 super chat and the Big Lebowski. What did you think of the scene where Walter smashes the car? I love how Larry just blankly stares out the window.
Yeah, it's honestly not one of my favorite scenes because I could see the joke coming from a mile away. The kid's blank expression is pretty funny. Everything leading up to that point is funny, but when you actually, I mean, it's fun to quote that line. We would quote it all the time in high school and everything, but in college. But yeah, it's just exactly what you think it is. Like, oh, it's not the guy's car, and then his car gets destroyed. Like that was something where I'm like, all right, can we do a little bit more of a spin on that?
I'm having a brain fart. I don't know if I read this question or not, but it's marked off, but I don't remember you answering it, but I might be having a brain fart. Did you tell us your favorite scene from Jurassic Park?
Yes.
You did. Okay, great. I'm just having a brain fart. Fantastic. Um, May Burn of Sky, thank you for becoming a member over on YouTube. Welcome. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
A lover of cinema, thank you for the 500 bits. Hey guys, just wanted to let you know that I've been a fan of Nostalgia Critic / Channel Awesome for 10 years now. I was in
Wow.
middle school when I started watching, and now I'm in my 20s and graduated college last month. Here's to 10 more years. Well, congrats to you too. I
Yeah,
love hearing about
congrats
all
to
these
you.
people successfully completing college.
Yeah,
As a
no,
former
that's
educator, it warms
And
my heart.
and yeah, I really mean it when I say the past. I don't know. Like I don't know, 6, 8 years, something like that. I've heard more people say that they've grown up with us, and I didn't know. It's neat to see because most of the people we see at
Dang!
conventions, I always said, are people in their 20s and 30s, and they're still in their 20s and 30s all these years later because it's people that grew up with us. So I guess it makes sense because, like I said, we're talking about stuff like Space Jam and Care Bears and all that, and swear words are in there. But it's cool because I've heard a lot of people say like they sort of look at criticism a little differently. They'll look at films a little differently, and not in a way where they hate everything, but in a way where when they see something that's really good, they'll know how to verbalize it, and they'll know why they appreciate that more. And even if something isn't necessarily good, that like they still love it. Like there is that gray area that I think is fun to explore with humor and all sorts of goofy ways that I do it. So no, that's really cool. Thank you for watching for so long.
JL, thank you for the 600 bits. What's your favorite scene in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1990?
Uh, I see. Man, I really gotta think. I'm like just going through the whole movie. Maybe just the fight at the end with the Shredder. It's legit intimidating. It's cool, and it's got some really funny lines in there. I love when he just says, "Now, at what point we lose control here? Maybe someone should tell him we're the good guys." Like, just all that's great. I love him just waiting for them, to fight him again and all that. Like, I don't know. It's just a cool scene. All that I thought worked really well.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits and Has Been Hotel. What do you think of Lucifer? I like that he's the king of hell, but is portrayed as a stereotypical goofy dad.
Uh, yeah, I'm sorry. I was thinking of a hell of a boss for a second there. Yeah, that was a surprise, and I like that. I haven't really seen that take on that character before, so I thought that was kind of cool. Yeah, it's not something where I'm like, he's an amazing character. I'm gonna remember him for all the ages or anything. But I just never seen that side of that. Someone being Lucifer, who's like, yeah, just kind of a nerdy dad trying to get the approval of the kids and stuff like that. Like, I thought that was a unique way to do it.
Teo Rojlik, thank you for the €5 super chat. Doug, what are your thoughts on these cartoons? Fillmore, Space Ghost, Pink Panther shorts, Inhumanoids, and Control Alt Delete.
I haven't seen Inhumanoids. I know what it is. Control Delete. I haven't seen. Fillmore. I know what it is, but I haven't seen it. I heard it's pretty fun. What's the other ones?
Space Ghost and Pink Panther shorts are the last two.
Space Ghost Coast to Coast. I love the original cartoons. Just campy, for what it is, and the original Pink Panther shorts aren't bad. They're all right. I think I like the studio more than I like the shorts.
JL, thank you for the 600 bits. For Jurassic Park, any more ideas for scares like the Alan scare you did a while back?
Oh, it depends what the movie gives me. I try to go more and more off of what the material is giving me. There was a time where I tried to create bits and routines and sketches and stuff just of something that barely connect to the movie. And sometimes that was fun. That was almost part of the joke. Other times I'm like, yeah, I'm stretching this too far. I really got to just take what the material is giving me. And I find that's a better way to do it.
Headshot, thank you for the $5 super chat. Horrible confession. In the Gun episode of Amazing Digital Circus, when Pomni and Jax had their crash out, I kind of wished you used her last shot on him, below the belt.
That would have been funny.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. Have you seen the new Forgotten Island trailer? It looks really sweet and charming.
Yeah, it's looking stranger and stranger, and I'm kind of okay with that. It really looks out there. I like it's an original idea. Yeah, I get the feeling when the movie starts, I'll have a better idea of where it's going. But I like just looking at the trailer now. I can't quite figure it out. Of course, they're going to come to some sort of resolution about their friendship, but I know because it's these filmmakers that there's got to be a little bit more to it. So yeah, it's looking cooler and cooler the more I see of it.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. I know you love Batman the animated series and have seen Superman the animated series, so I was wondering, have you seen Justice League?
I haven't. I've seen like clips from it and it looks fine. I hear everybody say it's really, really good and I trust them. Maybe I've seen one or two episodes, but yeah, I should sit down and watch all of it because a lot of people have said it's really good. I don't think it's that many episodes.
JL, thank you for the 600 bits. And Jurassic Park 3, what did you think of Billy and why wasn't he in Jurassic World?
Is Billy the... Yeah, I'm assuming he's Billy the Kid. But let me see. Jurassic Park 3, Billy. Oh, no, he's not. He's the action guy. The let's get him through this, that guy. I don't remember him that great. I guess I don't remember disliking him. I remember being okay, I guess, just for the kind of generic action hero they need.
Larry Lester, thank you for the 500 bits. I'm surprised in the F-Ups video you confessed to the autism joke you made in the Ernest Saves Christmas video, but not the fact that in the same video you literally said the N-word?
That's true.
Did you really?
Oh, yeah. No. Oh, no. So this was back. It's in, well, two things. It's quoting Rush Hour, and it's in character as this guy who thinks he's doing what Jackie Chan is saying, like he's saying this. It's the Santa character,
Yeah.
like trying to blend in. and this was at a time when I always say there is a time when I didn't really say it really, but I knew friends would say it with the soft ending because the idea was, oh, well, the word for the original intent of the word is on its way out, and all the people use it for the original intent, they're on Jerry Springer, and we point and laugh how embarrassingly few there are now. But then the past 10 so years showed, oh, there's a lot more people that use this for the original intent of the word. So because of that, I think a lot of people suddenly went, oh, okay, and scale back on using, even if it was in the joking way, the soft ending and stuff like that. So we did take that out because we were like, it's only a matter of time before YouTube launches at that. But yeah, I think people forget how kind of like that was not that shocking a thing for a while because there was that mindset. But again, now we know there are much more people out there that find each other and form these groups and everything where it's like, oh, they're really keeping the original intent of that word alive. We really shouldn't be saying this.
You learn and grow, you know?
Oh, no, totally. No, and I that's one of the reasons where, when people say, have you ever made a joke or something that you regret or think haven't aged well, I'm sure I have. But again, I think you do look back at the intent of what people were trying to do and the comedy and stuff, and you go, oh, okay, that hasn't aged so well, or maybe this has aged better and stuff. It's just part of the process. So yeah, it's not something where I'm like, oh no, are people going to find out or anything? But we did remove it because again, we just know YouTube's going to be coming after that soon.
Hyperdevil Fangirl Boner, thank you for the 68-month subscription over on Twitch. Welcome back. Appreciate that. I ran into someone I used to go to university with earlier today. He always claimed to be my friend, but he would often say not so nice things to me. I remember once I had to leave a session early because I had a panic attack. The next week, he came up to me and said, could you please try to not have a panic attack this time? It's very disruptive.
Was it a teacher or a student?
Someone they used to go to university with, so I assume a student.
Okay, probably a student. We were just talking about humor and stuff like that, too. It sounds awful. I kind of have to know the context. It doesn't sound good. I mean, it sounds like someone's kind of just being a dick, but I definitely know people have a sense of humor where we'll say terrible things to each other, but that's kind of how we break through the rough stuff. It's kind of showing like, hey, I understand the pain, I understand all that. But here's the thing, if you're taking it that way, I think that person is either being a jerk or he's not understanding that you don't have this connection. That's a failing on his part, I think. So whatever that is, yeah, then that is probably something where if you think he is a legit friend, you should probably let him know. And if not, if you think he wouldn't react well to that or whatever, maybe you should keep your distance. But again, I don't know the friendship, so I'm throwing out very, very loose information there, or advice, I should say.
Strider for Life, thank you for the 500 bits. I'm actually looking forward to the new Street Fighter movie. I want it to be as goofy and campy as it looks.
Me too. Street Fighter is a silly idea. I think there's a right way to do that silly idea. In some respects, the Raul Julia movie is so bad it's kind of entertaining, but I would like one that's like intentionally getting the spirit of the game down and everything, and it looks like it's doing that. And again, I really, really like that Ken and Ryu are the focus, and that like Chun-Li kind of works her way in there too. Like that seems like a good like trio of heroes to be like the main characters and everything. So yeah, I don't know, what I saw looked kind of fun.
Mr. Edit, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hey, Doug, been a fan for years and love your content / enthusiasm for movies. I'd love to hear your slightly more in-depth thoughts on Project Hail Mary.
Excuse me. I liked it. I liked it a lot more than I thought I was going to. In fact, I thought I was not going to like it until I started hearing the good reviews, and then Rob and Brad went and saw it, and they're like, no, this is actually really, really good. It did feel a little long. That's the only thing. I think when they had to go get the sample outside, in space and everything was green and everything, that's when I was starting to get a little tired, and there's still like 3 more endings to go. I'm kind of torn on the actual ending in terms of like the actual spot it ends. I thought maybe if it ended a little earlier, like maybe just a minute, I'd be okay with that. But no, so much of it is Lord and Miller, and Ryan Gosling, just his incredible charm. Really, really holds that movie. They did not have an actor that charming at the center, I don't think it would have worked as well as it did because the science is silly, but I think it's supposed to be kind of silly science. It's not really one where you're supposed to really question that much. And usually I say that's an excuse, but in a movie like this, it really does make sense. And I think that kind of loose science makes the story more fun. I think Lord and Miller are very good at that. So, yeah, I like space is quiet, and I like it wasn't awkward that it was quiet. They worked with it very well. So, yeah, I like this rock thing that has no face, has so much personality. So, yeah, it was a very effective film. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
Christian, thank you for the $5 super chat. Have you listened to the We Love Disney album, not for Disney Summer, but just for yourself?
Uh, just out of curiosity, let me see if that's the one I'm thinking of. Because hold on, we love Disney album. Because I do remember growing up, there were a lot of like, nope, this isn't one thing. There were a bunch of albums like back in the day of like famous artists like recording, like famous Disney songs and stuff like that. Maybe that's the same thing. I don't know, but if that is it, then it might be a fun thing to listen to. I don't think I'll do it for Disney December, but might be fun to listen to just on its own.
25 Easy, thank you for the $10 super chat. Hey Doug, been a fan since middle school. I'm 28 now, and I've been rewatching old episodes. My cousin and I have been laughing about Dr. Smith the Spider, and that one time Malcolm played a meta fart joke.
In what was it? Master of Disguise, yeah. Yeah, I used to use that spiders joke a lot. Just spiders kept popping up in something, and I loved getting that makeup because I think I looked legitimately creepy in it. So I thought that was kind of fun. But yeah, and it's just something my brother and I would always quote to each other. We'd always say, "A mouse to race of spiders." And when we did Lost in Space, we were kind of shocked we didn't use that. We didn't use the joke in there. So we were like, I can't remember where we used him again, but we brought him back, and just whenever we see him now, it's always spiders.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. In Adventure Time, what do you think of Jake?
Oh, I like him a lot. He's a fun character. He's another one of those characters where he can be a little selfish, but he doesn't seem like a jerk. He doesn't like. It's the same way a child is selfish in a strange way, but with the power he has and with that, that old voice he's got, that very clear, older guy voice. That's something that I think makes the character kind of more interesting, that he has sort of the mindset of a very powerful child, but the voice of like a construction worker. So, yeah, I thought all that was a very interesting fusion of oddness.
Leprechaun Farmer, thank you for the $5 super chat. As a devout Christian, I can confidently say that VeggieTales is the only good religious cartoon / children's show.
Well, now, have you seen the greatest stories from the Bible, the whole Hanna-Barbera series? I remember liking that as a kid, but it's also from like the 80s. And I found out that's what got Tim Curry into voice acting. He voiced the serpent in the Adam and Eve one, and he loved it so much. He just kept going, and not because like the money was amazing. He's like, I just like this. And he credits now. He's like, now all celebrities love doing voices and they love being in movies. And just, I was ahead of it. I would blah, 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 but to some extent, he's probably right. But there were celebrities in their anime and stuff before him. But he legit loved doing it just because it was fun. And he loved becoming these different characters just through his voice. So that's why you'll see him appear in like, I don't know, a cameo in Cowboys of Moo Mesa or something like that. Just something that you think a big actor at that time would not be doing, but he just did it for the fun. Same thing with the Wild Thornberries. Once he got that show, he loved doing it. He loved working with Charlie Adler on that show too. I guess he was a voice director, which was really cool. So yeah, all that was really neat. Anyway, that show's not bad either.
JL, thank you for the 600 bits. In Jurassic Park 3, do you think the InGen lab was the same one from the Lost World that Ian visited?
Could be. I can't even remember if that was the Lost World Island or the original island, because they never blow up the original island, I think. In one of these movies, they finally blow up one of them, and I don't even know which one it is because there's so damn many of them.
Tail Rogelik, thank you for the €5 super chat. Doug, would you consider doing an NC review of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air similar to your Saved by the Bell video?
Uh, Ones on shows are a little trickier to do. It does help that I've seen the whole series, but it's trickier to edit because you got to get a lot of episodes in there, and you got to talk about a lot of the bigger episodes and all that. When I did the Saved by the Bell one, I think that was like year one, I think, or year two. So I was a lot younger and had a lot more energy. But yeah, nowadays it's a little trickier.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. And Gargoyles, what do you think of Alyssa?
Oh, I think she's good. Again, she's kind of like the tougher cop version of April O'Neil, I guess. The character that shows the creatures, the world, and how it works and everything. And I think she does a good job of that. So yeah, good character.
The Disney Nerd, thank you for the $5 super chat. No question, just wanted to wish the classic, the epic, one of the most beloved films of all time, a happy 32nd birthday to the legendary Lion King.
Cool. I really thought it was going somewhere like the Lion King remake or something like that. So all right, cool. Yeah, it's a good flick.
JL, thank you for the 600 bits. Will you revisit The Sixth Sense for spooky season?
I did a Disney December on it. I don't know if I could really add too much else outside of that. I might, you never know. It is a really, really good movie. Even revisiting it years later, I'm like, yeah, no, this is still really, really solid. Um, but yeah, there's lots of stuff I said I would never review, and I end up reviewing. So we'll see.
Larry Lester, thank you for the $5 super chat. If you're not giving the 2003 TMNT a try, at least check out April O'Neil's design in that show and compare it to the April you know.
Let's see. I'm pretty sure I've seen all the versions of the characters from the cartoons there. TMNT, April. Let's see. Um, yeah, looks fine. Yeah, don't know what else to say outside of that. I gotta see more of like the character and stuff like that, to see the series.
Sean, thank you for the $5 super chat. And the Big Lebowski, what did you think of the scene where Walter smashes the car? Oh, we asked this one already.
We did
I
that,
love
yeah.
how Larry just blankly stares out the window.
Yeah, that's it. That's C previous.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. If you had to choose, which bad Star Wars thing would you rather watch? The Star Wars Holiday Special or Attack of the Clones?
Holiday special. Because that's got B. Arthur. Come on, it's got that song and everything. And it at least has that. I can't think of anything Attack of the Clones has.
Teo Rogelake, thank you for the €2 super chat. Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. It has been announced that Bubblegum and Marceline from Adventure Time will be getting their own spin-off. I'm really excited.
Yeah, I started that Fiona and Cake show, and it wasn't bad by any means. I think I got 2 or 3 episodes in. Um, I don't know. I think the momentum was finally just lost for me. And part of it is I never officially finished the show. I did look at a recap of what happened. So, like I said, I kind of lost the energy. But I feel like it'd be the same thing if they did like another Steven Universe show or something like that. Like the momentum's just kind of passed. But but those are good characters. I'd be curious to see if they was gonna say, do they grow them up or not? Because their aging is so bizarre in that world and everything, especially for what they are. So I don't know. I'd have to see how they advertise it. Like, does it look like they're doing something new with it? That'd be kind of the thing I would be curious about.
JL, thank you for the 600 bits. I looked up the full download for Kingdom Hearts, and it's going to take up 128 gigs of space. It's a good thing I got a micro SD card.
Yes, I'm sure. I'm assuming you're talking about the new compilation that's come out. Yes, definitely good to make space for that.
Blue, thank you for the $3 super chat. Will you review Bionicle movies someday?
I have it on the Disney December list to do at some point. I don't think I'm gonna have time for it this year, but it is always on the list, and I'm always like, oh, I'll get to it. I'll get to it. So one of these days I will.
Dr. Gold Dry Bowser, thank you for becoming a member for 25 months over on YouTube. Welcome back. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Jeremy Miller, thank you for the $5 NZ through Super Chat. Could we get a Nostalgia Critic on John Carpenter's Village of the Damned? Unpopular opinion, but I think it's Christopher Reeve's worst performance.
I don't remember the film that well. I don't even know if I've seen the film all the way through. I think I've seen bits and pieces of it. I'm pretty sure I've seen the original. I'll look into it.
Teo Rojlik, thank you for the €2 super chat. Doug, what are some of your favorite comic books?
I mean, you're talking about series. I mean, like X-Men, Batman. I actually like The Mask quite a bit. What else? Sin City, I really like. Yeah, in terms of like standalone ones, I really like Persepolis. The author of that passed away recently. What else? What else? Mouse is very good. I know there's other like really great graphic novels. I like some of the Batman ones, like Arkham Knight, or not Arkham Knight. Arkham Asylum is really fantastic. I know there's others. I'm just totally blanking on them. But yeah, they're out there. The Alice in Wonderland by the guy Scotty Young, I think is his name. That's really great because a lot of the text is direct from the book, and the artwork is just phenomenal. So there's a couple for you.
JL, thank you for the 600 bits. Will you be watching Jaws this 4th of July? And thanks for the stream.
Thank you for watching. And probably not. I don't think I'll have time. I guess it is a 4th of July movie, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I guess I didn't even think about that. But yeah,
Yeah.
you're correct. Larry Lester, thank you for the 500 bits. I was going to say we were caught up, but then we had one pop in. Do you ever fear that the surviving members of Pink Floyd, especially Roger Waters, would listen and react to your wall review?
I mean, I don't know if there's anything more he can do that the rest of the internet hasn't done. Wouldn't it be hilarious if he's like, this is funny? I don't think that would happen though. But no, I mean, I still give credit that I think Scallon threw his ass into that and really worked as hard as he could. And I think he recreated a lot of that music just beautifully and wonderfully. The stuff that doesn't work is on me, and I take credit for that. It's always something where I go, yeah, it's experimental. I was trying to be a little bit more abstract and get something across. I don't think I made very clear, while also changing a style where I used to be doing more jokes, whether they kind of, reviewed the movie or not, just kind of go for the joke. That was like the early day stuff. And then like the later stuff was being more honest with the review, more critical, while also working in humor. I was kind of at a crossroads there. I think all that got jumbled up and people did not like the way it turned out. That's fair. That's part of the business. That's part of experimenting with it. You just got to take it on the cheek.
All right, now we are officially caught up. So let's ask or look at some of the chat questions. I swear I can speak chat. Dream Little Kitten Dream over on YouTube says, for Disney month, you always miss my family's favorite movie, Blackbeard's Ghost. Have you ever watched it?
A long time ago. Whoa.
The Thunder had something to say about that.
Yeah,
Blackbeard himself had something to say about that, Doug.
Oh, I'm just getting over here. There it is. Okay. Wow. What a delay. Huh. Anyway, no, I remember seeing it when I was pretty young. I remember seeing that and Treasure Island and enjoying them. But I mean, Blackbeard's Ghost definitely takes more liberties, doesn't it? But I remember being pretty fun because that actor is so much fun. It's such a goofy idea, but that actor, I remember bringing a lot of charm to it. So we'll see. I never even done Treasure Island before. I probably should.
Sean49 Doctor over on Twitch says, idea for commercial special, Uniroyal tires from the 80s, narrated by Orson Welles and featuring animated characters from the BC comic strip.
Huh. Weird. Wait, how do you spell the tire name?
Uniroyal. Uniroyal. All one word.
There's commercials. Commercials. BC. Yeah, I'm sure I'll find it at some point.
Hana Joker, thank you for the 500 bits. I kind of got bored with the Batman because it's the same characters and their relationships I've seen before. How would you feel if they write an original villain for the screen?
Well, they can do it with Max Shrek. But I mean, I'd be fine with it. Well, for the screen, if it's for a show, I'm fine with it. Well, they have, haven't they? They've created a lot of famous characters from that, like Harley Quinn and stuff like that. For a movie, I can see why people are much more like, keep it to the source material, because there's so many good villains, and movies come, you don't have as much time as a show. They come out in much more, scarce amounts of time, like years and years, where a series you can get several episodes every year. So I would prefer one that exists, but if they did, I wouldn't be super closed off and be like, no, I don't want that, especially if they make it a good villain. I'd be open to it.
JL, thank you for the 600 bits. Quick, Doug, let's sing the Thunder Buddy song.
Thunder, 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 thunder buddies. I don't know what the song is. Sorry.
I don't either. Treg, thank you for the 500 bits. Thoughts on the new trailers for...
Oh, wait. It might be from Ted. Sorry. I just put that together, which I don't think I can actually sing that on YouTube.
Thoughts on the new trailers for Clara and the Sun, Forgotten Island, or the new animated One Piece remake called The One Piece? Clara looks like a return to form for Taika Waititi, and the new One Piece might be a great anime series that will be a really cool breath of fresh air for newcomers.
Yeah, One Piece, I haven't seen the original, so I probably shouldn't comment much on that. What's the other one? One I just talked about. I'm trying to remember what it was. The middle one. What was the middle one you mentioned?
Oh, sorry. Forgotten Island.
Forgotten Island.
I was looking at chat questions. That was my bad.
No, sorry. Oh, no. I should have remembered. So you don't have to. That one looks good. I'm pretty excited for that. And then the first one, I don't know. I'm kind of losing it a bit with Taika Waititi. I'm not going to lie. A lot of stuff I've enjoyed of his has started off good, but it's kind of gotten bad. I was really liking the show Reservation Dogs, like big time, and that just kind of got lamer and lamer. And this movie kind of looks like that, but with like his version of Bicentennial Man, I guess, which I also thought was pretty corny. I don't know. I could be wrong. I hope it's good. I always want a movie to be good, but what I saw of it, it didn't give me too much hope. But again, I hope I'm wrong. I hope it's a good flick, because when he is good, it's really, really good. He does good stuff. Gets it right.
Teo Rojulik, thank you for the €2 super chat. Doug, you missed Valiant 2005 for Disney Semper.
That's another one I got on the list. I even started watching it at some point, and then like something. I think it was the same year that the live action Avatar: The Last Airbender show came out, and I just saw that they dropped them all at the same time, and I was just like, I just super ADHD, like my brain there. I was just like, no, I want to watch this, and I think I could get it all done. I think I have the time today. Let me just do it. And I did, and I just threw a fast review together, and like the video did really, really well, so I don't really have that many regrets on it. But I do still have it written down as one to do, because it's been requested before.
Tarangalila, thank you for the $5 super chat. Have you seen some of the most disturbing movies, like Serbian film, Martyrs, and House That Jack Built? And if so, your opinion?
I know what Serbian film is, but I haven't seen it. I've heard of the House That Jack Built, but I don't know what it's about. And the other one I haven't even heard of. So, and I'm usually, honestly, I'm pretty open to disturbing films. I think especially when I was younger, not a lot of things did disturb me. So when I did find something, I was always really impressed by it. And then some are like I always talk about this one film. I'm like, this is a brilliant film. It's amazing. I'm never going to watch it again. It's called Happiness. If you've seen this film, you know exactly why I never want to watch it again. It is so disturbing. It is so uncomfortable. But it's a brilliant film. So yeah, I'm open to that stuff. I guess I haven't heard good things about a Serbian film. I know what happens. I know the big scene in it. But I just haven't heard it's a good movie either. So I've had not much interest, but I guess I've had brought up so many times. Like, I don't know, maybe one day I will.
JL, thank you for gifting those 5 subs over on Twitch. Appreciate that. Thank you. Leprechaun Farmer, thank you for the $5 super chat. A Muppets Meets Marvel Universe comic is officially on the way.
I'm surprised it took him this long.
Genuinely, truly. Power Gamer over on Twitch says, to slightly defend Drunk Thor in Endgame, it was already established that he's an alcoholic, and it takes a ton of alcohol to actually get an Asgardian drunk. So keeping that in mind makes you realize just how much he's been drinking, which adds a level of uneasiness to it. Though I do think that could have been conveyed a bit better.
Yeah, I agree. There's something to something about that he's a gamer and he's a lunkhead. He's just hanging with it. Like that doesn't feel right. And as Guardian, like drunk. I mean, just like he killed the person. He just has nothing left in everything. I mean, I see him like okay, like I was talking about with the Arrow guy. I'm sorry, my brain's really fried tonight.
The Arrow guy in
Yeah,
why can't I think of his name either?
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye, Jesus
Yeah,
Christ, both of us just
like yeah. If you want to combine something with that, but like he's like on a building drunk, and he's like if he was like Hancock and like that kind of drunk, he's still like doing stuff like a warrior and stuff like that, but like he's just falling over himself or like doesn't care who he's hurting or something. Like that would make more sense. But just in playing video games with his friends and making and bad Thor jokes and all that, I thought was just so lame. And I know it's from the comics. I don't care. It's still lame.
all right, and that brings us to 8 o'clock. So
Alrighty.
that's what we get to end on there.
All right.
But
That Thor's lame. I don't care.
thank you all so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. We have an actual full week of streaming here this week.
That's true.
So come on back tomorrow on Twitch to watch Malcolm play some games. I can't remember. Oh, he's also playing Mouse PI for Hire. And
right.
Doug's going to be back playing Mouse PI for Hire on Friday. So come hang out with us. We'll be dual streaming like usual on Friday. But yeah, a full regular week of streaming. What a treat.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I know. The summer just really, there's so many things
Yeah.
to do over the summer.
It's
But
great.
yeah, thank you all so much. Super appreciate it. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and we'll see y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye. 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 Thank you. Goodbye.